stage, Mike Zakarian.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We got a little NBA bid coming at you, huh? We had a busy night last night of Cup action. So we're going to get into it. We're not going to dilly-dally too much today. Just a couple of business things up top. We got the 89 Cavs returning tonight. Cavs return at what time is it? At 6 p.m. They'll be back. We'll also have a daily show. The daily show for the Elite Fantasy members will be a little bit later in the day today, probably closer to 3:30, 4 o'clock, but stay tuned for that. More importantly, who do we got in the chit chat this morning? I see we got Man letting us know it's Grady Big Dick's birthday. That's fun. We got Patty in the chat. Sneeps, Sneeps is here. We got Weisberg up in the chat. Stubbs is here. Ibrahim saying, I think so. We're planning an Emirates Cup event because of daily events ending before the Emirates Cup, which team players we can focus. I don't know what you're saying here. I'm a little lost in the sauce here. So rephrase that so I understand what you mean. Jay Blaze, fresh off his Bradley Beal win. Good stuff all around. Here's what we got. We're going to dive into just last night's action and then making fun of the Sixers a little bit. And then we will look at some so rare stuff. We'll do some underdog picks. Then we're going to get on out of here. We're going to try to be relatively efficient today. As I got something I got to get to right after this. Episode 2 of Hoop Sense filming today. That's why you can see already washed. Snoopaloop in the chat letting us know National Pay Your Parents Back Day. That's huge. Huge. Thank you for letting us know. There was going to be one other thing. Oh, yeah. Two other shout outs to Weisberg for Sneeps. Did Sneeps show on last night too? They were over on the playback streets last night with Jason Tiemp and Samus Vandiari for the Celtics Cavs game, which we're going to open up with here in a second. And then shout out to everybody that tuned in to Live Before Lock last night with our guy Wob, with Worldwide Wob. Wob, who has been doing our Tuesdays and Friday shows with us. So he'll be back on Friday for more Live Before Lock action. And then more importantly, if you tailed the chakra joke at the end, if you watched the whole Live Before Lock, I told you to bet all of your chakras on Evan Mobley over 2.5 assists. That shit hit in the first quarter, baby. That hit in the first quarter. All right, enough of that, though. Let's get into last night's action. And we're going to start with the game of the night. Although some would say Hornets and Nets was the game of the night. But we had Celtics and Cavs last night. Let's go over to the scoreboard here. As the Celtics get this one 120-117. And I tweeted this out last night. The year might be 2058. All right. 2058, and the Celtics will be up 49 points at halftime. And then somehow I didn't mean to do that. Somehow when we get to crunch time, it's going to be a 3-point game. I like incredible stuff. Incredible stuff that the Celtics just refuse to step on the team's throats. But credit to Cleveland here. I thought what was pretty good about the Cavs was like fighting back in this environment. I think it would have been pretty easy to just let go of the rope here in this game, where Celtics come out, they're playing incredible. I will say the game was like a little sloppy in the second quarter, but the Celtics were knocking down more shots than Cleveland. And it would have been easy for Cleveland to be like, listen, we haven't lost a game yet. We're due to lose one. We're in Boston. We're on the road. They're also on a back-to-back Cleveland plays tonight. Would have been very easy to see them just kind of let go. However, that was not the case. Cleveland comes storming back late third quarter, early fourth quarter. And really, I also thought Darius Garland was just really tough. And I think this is going to continue to be just a tough matchup for Garland. And I mentioned this last night on Live Before Lock. And I mean, Garland and Mobley, it's an incredible backcourt, right? Offensively, they can do so much. Donovan can create his own shots. Garland can create his own shots, but also facilitate for everybody else. However, the way that the Celtics defense is built, it's hard for them to run switches because all of the wings and Tatum and Brown can stay in front of their guy. And then you also have Drew Holiday and Derek White out there. So they're just built to defend this type of team a little bit better than some of the other ones. And so Darius Garland in this game, he missed 18 shots. He went 3 for 21, 0 for 6 from 3, finished the game with 8 points and 7 dimes. Donovan got hot in the second half there. You can see he also struggled from 3-point land, 3 for 11 from 3. Mobley, though, I will say, glass half full. Evan Mobley really turning it on here. Was their more consistent big, and especially in the second half. You can see just in the minutes alone, right? Mobley played 38 minutes, 10 more minutes than Jared Allen, who only logged 28. And then Mobes with 22, 11, 6 dimes as well. a steal and a block. And then I honestly like give Cleveland's bench a little bit of credit. I know he's not a part of the drop. He's not a part of the Porter Juniors, but we need a new edit because Craig Porter Jr. came in and got buckets.
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers, throwing things in buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're juniors and we're the Porters.
But CPJ, as his friends call him, Craig Porter Jr. comes in, knocks down 3 threes, 15, 3 and 3. And I will say, Craig Porter Jr. like low key kind of kept them in the game when stuff was starting to get out of hand a little bit. He came in, knocked down some jump shots. Also, shout out Georges Niang. He also went 5 for 8 from the field. They ended up getting what is that? 26. So no, 31 point. No, that's wrong. 21 and 5. 36. I had it right the first time. 36 points out of their bench right there. They had a short rotation, right? Because they had no Okoro and they had no Karis LeVert, which meant Sammy Merrill got in the starting lineup, but he only played 19 minutes. But on the Celtics side of things, listen, man, Jason Tatum is having like a special year. He right now is in this game, he goes 6 for 10 from 3, hit some tough ones too, 33 points, 12 boards, 7 dimes, and 2 steals. But Tatum this season is outpacing his career averages in every category. Right, he's averaging 1 extra rebound a game. He's at 8, I believe at 8. He's averaging an extra dime and a half a game. He's gone from like a 23 point per game average to 29. Like he's just out there playing some of the best basketball of his career. Tatum looks awesome. They also got a pretty good Al Horford game. In 32 minutes, Al gave him 20 points and 7 boards, also had 3 blocks. Jaylen Brown was kind of ho-hum and quiet, 17 and 8, with a few turnovers too in those 37 minutes, but had a really nice finish late in the game where he got to the basket and he was kind of attacking the basket so quickly at an angle that I was like, man, there's no way he's going to knock it down. And he did. Weisberg saying Tatum's actually leading the league in scoring. Did he surpass Giannis last night? Is that what happened? Because I thought Giannis was edging him out there. Derek White too. He had a really good game. He had 19. Drew Holiday hit a couple of big threes. And then Peyton Pritchard, did Peyton Pritchard shit. Even though the bench, look at the bench numbers though. Sammy Hauser minus 13. Nemias Queta, minus 15. And then Peyton Pritchard, who did have 13 points and 3 dimes, was also minus 14. I thought like he was better than that. Plus minus will tell you. But pretty good stuff. Snoopaloop said hit Tatum boards in the first half. Ooh, Reese in the chat. You finished 18th in common daily. There you go. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, let me quickly, I'm going to go over to Underdog. I'll show you. I sent this to some people last night. I don't know if everybody got it, but I tried to put this out here. Hold on, where are the pick'ems? Had a nice little run here because they gave us a boost. Oh, total points, not points per game. Okay. All right, I feel like StreamYard's a little funky right now. Anyway, sorry, let me go over here quickly. So this is what we had last night for we had the Tatum 5.5 assists. He got to 7. Dorian Finney-Smith was a fun one. We got a little bit of a boost because Cam Thomas got ruled out in this game. Like he got ruled out late, but I still like Dorian Finney-Smith with no Claxton just because against the Hornets. And then Anthony Davis got up to 14 boards. We get the discount there. And then the Mobley, the assist thing hitting in the first was sick. And then we also hit it down here too. We hit it 2 times, which is fun. At my age, hitting it 2 times, pretty impressive. All right, let's keep going. Wait, if you're in the chat, say something right. Just type some stuff into the chat. I'm like confused with what's going on right now. Can you guys like, I'm curious what's going on. Anyways, all right, let's go back to this game. Really impressive stuff from Boston in general. And I do think Cleveland was pretty solid here. Like, even though, again, to get outscored as badly as they did, right? So Boston had a 6-point advantage after the first, and then a 17-point advantage going into halftime. Seemed like it was going to be a blowout. And for Cleveland to come back and win the second half by 14, it looks like. Impressive stuff from them. I mean, again, it's like the Celtics refuse to yeah, this is crazy, man. It's saying that only 2 people are viewing right now, and there's definitely more than 2. Weird. I wonder what's going on. But yeah, I think like good stuff from Boston to get this kind of win, especially after like every time they've played some some good teams like Golden State and stuff, it's gotten a little ugly. I wish they would be out there and just not give up massive leads, but that's the Boston Celtics way, baby. That is the Boston Celtics way. But good win for the Beantown boys. They moved to 12-3, 5-2 at home. And then the Cavs, they get their first loss of the year. I mean, the fact that they get to the freaking 16th game of the year before losing one, pretty impressive. I'll be curious if we see some resting tonight. The one thing, Donovan Mitchell missed the game, I think on Sunday. Was it Sunday or Monday he missed the game? It must have been Sunday. I think to like get themselves ready. It was just a rest. So I imagine Donovan's good to go for tonight's game. I do wonder if we see Allen or Mobley or Garland get a night off. So something to pay attention to if you are drafting or getting your so rare stuff ready. I could see them resting somebody. Forget who they play tonight. New Orleans Pelicans, I think. So I could see them definitely resting somebody tonight. Let's go over to Connect 4. I don't know how many people stayed up late on the West Coast, man. I don't know if you did, but holy shit, guys. Dalton Connect had one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. I was getting ready for bed. I was in bed, actually. I was watching the game on my phone, but I was ready to call it a night. And it was like late in the third quarter. Dalton Connect comes into the game, gets the ball at the angle, knocks down a three, right? Oh, nice little jumper. Very next possession comes down, same exact spot, knocks it down. Third time down, same thing, same spot, except this one I think was off the dribble, knocks down another one. I believe he hit I think it was 3 consecutive threes. And then the next trip down, he tries to get up another one, gets fouled from 3, knocks that down. He hit another one later in the game, almost broke the rookie record, I think, for threes in a game. I think that's right. He played 38 minutes. He got the start. We, again, talked about this on Live Before Lock last night. He got the start because of no Rui Hachimura. Goes 12 for 16 from the field, 9 for 12 from 3, 37 points and 5 boards, leading all scores last night as the Lakers get this win. Just like awesome stuff. And they were in LA last night. It was electric. The fans were losing their shit. And there was a really good quote, actually. Let me pull this up. Really funny quote after the game last night from LeBron. And shot, like I know it's fun. We dunk on LeBron, rightfully so. But this incredible shit right here. Let me pull this up. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Let's go full screen. Just good stuff.
What did you see then? What did you see then? I don't know. Same shit I said last year. Everybody, on the internet call me a liar all the time. It's just that lie about every fucking page. So what am I now? I've been said it. I watched him. I watched Tennessee a lot. I did not think he was going to fall to us. I thought it would be impossible. I have no idea how that happened, but very grateful and very happy that he's here. I knew exactly what we was getting when he fell to 17, right?
Great stuff from LeBron. And then I saw Weisberg was referencing this tweet too that I also had bookmarked. Will Hardy, in the second half, it seemed like everybody in the gym knew that Dalton Connect was going to shoot the next shot with the exception of a few people. The problem was that those few people were on our team. Legendary quote there. Legendary quote from him. But yeah, man, Dalton Connect was on fire. And it was just fun watching like the Lakers getting all jacked up about it. And they were watching him, trying to feed him and feeding off of that. It was a lot of fun. Also, credit Utah, too. I mean, Utah had a couple of times where they got down by like 20. I think the biggest lead was 22 or 24. And they just kept storming back. There was a moment in this game where John Collins was trying to get through a screen get through an AD screen. And he just full hand on Dong. And he hit him so hard in the balls that Anthony Davis, he fell to the ground, rolled around a little bit, got up, knocked down 2 free throws. Then he tried running back on defense, and you could just tell it felt like he had 2 big boulders just that were on fire. Had to take himself out of the game, so much so that he went to the locker room. And I was trying to figure out, what do you do? Do you think he was just checking to make sure that his testicles were still there? Like, what do you do in the locker room that's going to fix it? You're not putting icy hot on that, right? Like, you're not taking a shot down there. Like, what's happening? What's happening? I just got questions. AD, though, another Anthony Davis game. I mean, this is just what you come to expect from him now. 26 and 14, 6 dimes as well. And then LeBron with a pretty good game. LeBron's assist numbers are out of control. 26 points and 12 dimes from him. I mentioned Dalton Connect. You got 17 and 5 from Austin Reeves. Not too much from the bench. I mean, D'Lo limited to 26 minutes, only got up 8 shots going 2 for 8. On the Utah side of stuff, Keontae came back to life, had 0 points at halftime, knocks down 18 in the second half. The minutes are just kind of crazy for this team, though. Lowry Markkanen, the only one getting deep in the 30s. He had 25 and 8. John Collins, got in a lot of foul trouble again, aforementioned ball slapper. And then you got Clarkson off the bench. Collier playing 20 minutes, I think, is something to note. But good win for the Lakers over there. That was a fun one. Let's quickly bounce over. Let's just kind of go through the rest of these cup games here before we move on in today's show. So Brooklyn gets a win, 116-115. I don't know if anybody who's watching this game, I haven't seen any sort of update on this. Did LaMelo Ball get benched? I was hosting trivia. I had the Celtics Cavs game on. Saw that LaMelo only played 24 minutes. I mean, he was having a tough shooting night, 3 for 13 from the field, had 4 turnovers, almost as many turnovers as dimes. It was Brandon Miller night. Brandon Miller had 29 and 4, and Trey Mann was playing pretty good off the bench. He gave him 19, and I wonder if they just wanted to ride the hot hand. All right, Maggie Carp just telling us straight bench. Wow. That's pretty surprising. That's pretty and again, I was not watching the game. Maybe he was just hot ass out there, and that was why. But I was surprised to see that. Just again, Trey Mann playing great, but you would think, I don't know, Trey Mann instead of Josh Green, but whatever. And then Brooklyn getting this win without Cam Thomas is pretty impressive. Cameron Johnson, I did not have enough of last night. Look at plus 18, going 34 and 5, going 6 for 12 from 3. He was awesome. And then it was just kind of ho-hum. Everybody just kind of did their own thing, right? DFS had 15 and 3. You got 17 from Jalen Wilson, everybody's favorite best ball pick earlier on. Dennis Schroeder had a double-double, 14 and 12. And then just everybody scored some points. So I'm surprised Charlotte lost this game. Brooklyn 6 and 9. Nice. Hornets 5 and 9. Just kind of nuts. Just saw the Charles Lee quote. What was the Charles Lee quote? Yeah, throw that in the chat if you got it. But anyways, good win for Brooklyn, who again, I think everybody just kind of thought they were going to be ass, and they haven't been ass. This was the other game, right? That was sick. San Antonio and the Oklahoma City Thunder was kind of a fun game. I don't know how many people watched it. Or you said there you go. Where did you put it? Is that in the chat? Hold on, I can't. Where did you put it? You said there you go. All right. Unless I'm missing it I'm not seeing it in the chat at all. But anyways, 110-104 from San Antonio. And what was really impressive, all right, Maggie Carp said something like, man had a better feel for the game on both ends of the court. Wow. Yeah, mate, just getting lit up on defense, turning the ball over a little too much. All right, so this guy, I don't know who watched San Antonio against OKC. No Wembanyama. All right, this is a starting 5. Zach Collins, Julian Campanic, Harrison Barnes, Chris Paul, and Stefan Castle. And then these are the guys getting minutes off the bench. Keldon Johnson actually had a good game. Charles Bassey, Malachi Branham, Trey Jones. And for the Spurs to go in and get this win, I thought was pretty impressive. And I know Harrison Barnes finishes with 20 and 8 like that. Him and Keldon Johnson made up the bulk of the scoring. For those that didn't watch and you just see Chris Paul at 14 and 11, you're like, yeah, whatever. Dude, Chris Paul was awesome in this game. Awesome. And just in control the whole time. There was a really cool moment when the game ended. Keldon, everybody starting to dap each other up, say good game, change some jerseys, exchange numbers, whatever. Keldon Johnson runs over to Chris Paul, and basically it seemed like he was thank you, man. It seemed like he was thanking him. Chris Paul was just awesome. Made some insanely tough shots. I mean, obviously, even in OKC's loss, they play incredible defense, right? And they were draped all over CP3. He hits a very tough shot. Then the next time down, they swing it over a couple of times. I think it was Keldon Johnson. Maybe it was Champagne. Somebody hits a corner 3. They had an answer every time. So pretty impressive win for the Spurs, who the Spurs now are 7 and 8, a game under 500. San Antonio. Let's get the Spurs to Vegas for the in-season cup, the Emirates Cup. Jalen Williams is awesome, man. I think he might be my favorite player to watch right now. He's so fun. He is so freaking fun. The Thunder definitely starting to feel the effects of not having a guy that's big. I know it's they're positionless basketball. They can everybody can play the 1 to the 5. That's cool until the Spurs are just tapping out a bunch of rebounds, right? If we look at the offensive rebounds for the Spurs in this game, they had how many? Here we go. A total of 8 offensive rebounds. And there was a couple of times where his second chance points absolutely smoked him. But J-Dub out here, 0 for 6 from 3. That sucks. But 27 points, 10 boards, 6 dimes, and 5 steals. I honestly think we'd be throwing the J-Dub Defensive Player of the Year. He wouldn't actually win, but we'd be talking about it a little bit more if Dyson Daniels wasn't averaging 38 steals a game. J-Dub has been awesome. I think he's averaging over 2.4 steals per game right now from J-Dub. And then SGA, man, he's just so freaking good too. He had 32.7 dimes, 3 steals. But you look at these numbers, right? 59 points combined between those two guys. Next highest scorer is Case and Wallace, who had 13, knocked down a couple of triples. Alex Caruso, man, we could talk, and I know Caruso has been hurt and just coming back. I don't have it in front of me, but I feel like he's shooting 25% from 3 right now. 2 points, 5 boards, one assist. He did have 3 steals and 2 blocks. That's fun. 1 for 7 from 3. And they're just like, you could see San Antonio sagging off him a little bit. No Luka, no Wemby, 2 losses for the Thunder. Yeah, maybe they're just not showing up. I do think they really are missing their bigs, though. They need to get that. Like, it's fun for a little bit. They need their bigs back for sure. But good win for San Antonio, man. Credit to them. 2 more games to get to. Let's do Denver, Memphis next. Since the last game, like, there was really nothing to talk about because it was just a smoke show. Hey, Jamal Murray, baby. Murray's back. Thank God, Jamal Murray had a bunch of him last night, so it was good to see that. He had 27 points and 6, took a ton of shots, went 5 for 10 from 3. Michael Porter, let's do the Porter Jr. drop twice, huh? Let's get some more Porters up in here. Craig Porter, Michael Porter, Otto Porter.
We're the Porters. We share the crowd of up and down performers, throwing things in buzzer beater corners. And one of us is playing for the Warriors. We're juniors and we're the Porters.
MPJ was awesome. This is what they need from MPJ, though. This is what they need. Like, take some shots. He didn't even make a 3 and still had 24 and 11. Good game from him. Christian Brown's been awesome, man. He had 19 and 7, played some really good defense. You see, racked up 3 steals. Sarge did enough. Off the bench, too. Russ, man. I think Russ passed somebody, some leaderboard. I don't even know what it was. I don't know what it was. He had 12 points and 14 dimes, and also 10 boards. Another triple-double, 5 turnovers. Russ did what he needed to do. Strother went out there, took a lot of shots, but that was basically it. But a good win for Denver, who like clearly was floundering. This is their 3rd consecutive game without Nikola Jokic. They lost their first 2 ones. Getting this win pretty important. On Memphis side of stuff, man, 7 turnovers from Jaren Jackson Jr. was brutal. Look at these starters, man. Desmond Bane, minus 24, 1 for 10 from the field. Saw Darius Garland, said, hold my beer. Then you got Jalen Wells, gave him 8. Scottie Pippen Jr. played okay, 16 and 6. And then off the bench, it was Santi's season, baby. 28 and 11 from Santi Aldama. Never think to play him. He always pops off. That's usually the Santi story. Yeah, it's good. And one of us is banned forever. Yep. Bane destroyed my cup lineup. Yeah, Bane was pretty rough. Out there. But anyways, good win for Denver. And then last but not least, for the cup action, the Mavericks just kind of took it to him. Not even like an awesome Luka game either. Luka played 30 minutes. He was questionable all day, but still a little bit more efficient. 10 for 16 from the field. 26, 5 and 5. You got 18 and 7 from Kyrie, 19 from Clay. Clay knocking down 5 triples. This is all they need from Clay, by the way. 24 minutes, knocks down 5 threes. That's perfect. That's all they're looking for. And then everybody got involved off the bench. Gafford, 11 and 6, 15 from Najee, 12 from Quentin Grimes, 11 from the Hardy Party. Pelicans were dog shit, man. Anybody that invested some time or money into Jalen Noel. It was a fun 2-game run. Jalen Noel was waived by the Pelicans this morning. And who did they pick up? If I could turn back time. Elfrid Payton, baby. Elfrid Payton, welcome back to the NBA. He was signed this morning to a 10-day, I think, but not a hardship because they want to not get stuck in the luxury tax or whatever. Brandon Ingram. Like, I don't know how Brandon Ingram only took 15 shots in 33 minutes with this team. Trey Murphy, though, 19 and 5. Brandon Boston Jr., bunch of stuff. This is a terrible team. The Pelicans suck, man. It's not fun. They're not a fun team. 4 and 11. for the Pels. I don't even know what to say. It's over. It's Jover for the Pels. Let's quickly go check out some of the Cup standings here. Reminder, the Cup comes back on Friday. Also, if anybody's going to be in Vegas, hit me up. We'll be out there for the Cup semifinals and finals. Rockets and Trailblazers have only played one game. They're 1-0. T-Wolves 1-1. Kangs and Clips 0-1. Group B, that was like a pretty big loss for OKC. Their point differential is 10, but the Lakers now 2-0. Spurs are 1-1. So you get the Suns and then the Jazz in Group C. Warriors won their first two games. They're 2-0. Mavs and Nuggets both 1-1. Pels 1-1 as well. Grizzlies decided they're not interested in the NBA Cup. Over in Group A, the Magic and the Knicks are both 2-0. They didn't play last night. Nets even up to 1-1. Sixers have dropped both, and the Hornets have dropped both. Pistons are 2-0. Let's go. Let's get Detroit into Vegas. Milwaukee 1-0. Heat 1-1. Pacers and Raps both winless. And then Group C is where it gets spicy, man. So Hawks are 2-0 with a point differential of 13. That's because they smoked that second game against the Wizards. Celtics moved to 1-1. Cavs dropping that game are 1-1. Wizards and Bulls. Let's see what we got on Friday. Oh, there you go. Planning on winning the So Rare raffle. That'll get you there. Let's go see what the games are on Friday here and see what the next Cup action is. And a reminder, that's not the one I wanted to share. We'll be back on Live Before Lock on Friday for that with Worldwide Wob. So make sure you tune in to that shit. All right, let's go look at Friday. All right, so on Friday, this is the Cup games. We got Sixers and the Nets. We're going to talk about the Sixers in a second. Boston and Washington's. The Celtics trying to up their point difference. New Orleans. None of these games are fun. We got a rematch of Indiana and Milwaukee. That is fun. Atlanta and Chicago. That over-under will be set at 240.5. Portland and Houston. And I weirdly will be fun because I like watching Portland. Dallas and Denver. That'll be a good one. Hopefully Jokic is back for that. And then Sacktown and Clip City bitches. So there you go. That is the Cup stuff. Let's quickly go to the Sixers here. So the 76ers are hilarious, man. The 76ers are absolutely hilarious. They are just a shit show, man. And it was funny. I tweeted out the other night that so heading into that game, I think it was against Miami. Is that who they played the other night? Heading into Miami, I was like, okay, Embiid's on Sunday, I think he was ruled questionable and then moved to doubtful with an illness. I think it was, right. I think it was an illness. Sorry, I was like multitasking, so that's why I sucked at talking there. And it seemed like he was going to sit, right. Then about 20 minutes before the game's supposed to start, all of a sudden Embiid's out there and is like, hey, I'm actually playing tonight, baby. I'm playing tonight. And then how did he play? Poorly. He played very poorly in that game. This was against Miami. They lose this game 106-89. Philly was up 8 after the first quarter. In the second half, they give up 35 points in the third quarter, and they only score 16. They get outscored by 19 in the third. That was the wrap, basically. Embiid in this game plays 31 minutes, 11 points, 8 boards. He had 0 free throws. 0 free throws. When does that happen? I don't know. Has that ever happened before? I do not know. 0 free throws for Joel Embiid. And then after the game, because of course, this is what happened. Oh, I was going to say, well, right before the game, when the Embiid went from doubtful to now probable, I was like, can the Sixers please do something normal? Like, are they incapable of just being a normal organization? Literally less than 24 hours later, we have leaks coming out of the organization, which was clearly coming from Nick Nurse. There was a funny tweet there where they were like, the quote that came out is like the big elephant in the room. And then somebody found all of these different quotes from Nick Nurse over the last 5 years where he says the elephant in the room. So clearly it's him. But Maxey basically called out Embiid, which I also think this might be the first time a teammate has called out Embiid in his career, but basically, and what was so funny is he called him out for something that like you'd have in a conversation with your significant other, right? Or a friend where you're like, hey man, I just need you to show up. I need you to show up on time. I need you to be present while you're here. That's basically what he said. He's not even saying, I need you to be a better basketball player. I need you to be a better person. That's what he was saying. Show up for your team. And clearly that hasn't been happening. Using that expression could be a great way to mask your identity. Just saying. All right, there you go. So anyways, the Sixers continue to just be an absolute shit show. They really do. They're 2-11 now. And I know everybody keeps saying, well, the East kind of sucks, man. The East sucks. Like, all it takes, you win a couple games in a row, you're right back in it. Well, they have to win 5 games just to catch up to how many wins the Detroit Pistons have. All right. And they haven't shown, it's not like, I know they haven't been healthy, but they haven't shown us when they're together that they have any real, like, upside right now. Like, it looks so bad in their upcoming games, right? They've got Memphis on is that tonight? They play Memphis tonight. Memphis still without Ja Morant. There's somebody else that they're still missing too, and Memphis on a back-to-back. So this could be, if they don't win tonight, they're screwed. And then they get Brooklyn, Clippers, Houston, Detroit, Charlotte, and then back-to-backs against Orlando. So you listen, we could be back here 2 weeks from now, and then we're like, oh, looks like they're fine. Doesn't it look like they're fine? Yeah, we might do that. I doubt it, though. I do think this team sucks. I'm not buying it. And sure, the East sucks, but I think so do the Sixers. What Weisberg saying, what's wild, these issues have been there since 2015. Brett Brown. Yeah. Shout out Brett Brown, baby. Shout out Brett Brown. One of the best New England accents of all time. Love Brett Brown. Terrible coach, but love Brett Brown. Let's go over to the dog app. Let's see how we did last night. I mentioned the pick'ems that we had over here. These are fun. Shout out Dorian Finney-Smith. For the drafts, we had a decent night last night. We had a team get up to 34th place. Anthony Davis with that 57. Jamal Murray, J-Dub. That was a fun start. Brandon Miller, Schroeder, and then the freaking Dort report. If any other 6th-round pick might have been a little spicier. Shout out Nez, by the way. My favorite call here last night was Al Horford in the 6th round. However, the guy you needed in the 6th round, or at least in the 5th round, was Cameron Johnson, as we mentioned, right? Not Keldon Johnson. Sorry. Cameron Johnson dropped like 50 actual points. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it because I have so much Keldon Johnson, but 50 actual points. Let's look at the winning lineup. Had Cam Johnson in the 6th round with 50. Brandon. So a lot of the same guys I had, right? AD, Jamal Murray, J-Dub, Brandon Miller, Schroeder, and then the difference was him getting 20 extra points from his 6th round guy. So shout him out. Let's find a pick him for tonight. So the two that stood out for me. Oh, wait, hold on. Tesla back to the Sixers saying none of this stuff is new. There clearly has been a culture. Yeah. It's true. They don't have people to blame yet. I think we should bring back Thick Caller Colangelo. Let's bring back Thick Caller Colangelo. Get him back in here. All right. So my picks for tonight. These are the ones that we're starting with. Shout out to our guy, John Metler, who I follow. He likes OG assists here. 1.5. We get a little juice on that one. The other assist is Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn for 3.5. That's going to be the other one we start with. So that gives us, we're going to Dunn higher than 3.5. OG higher than 1.5. Let's find a couple more. Anything else people are excited about? The Chicago Milwaukee game should be very fast paced. With Dame back, Giannis's PRA stuff is kind of like, it's 49.5. I kind of like the over on Giannis stuff. Harrison was saying it's normal caller for the elephant in the room. Find a new slant. I love it. The great callback. Also, there was I'm forgetting the podcast with the Raptors guys. Hello and welcome. Hello. Fuck, I'm forgetting the name of it. But they interviewed a reporter who basically was like, yeah, I got a lot of my intel from that burner account. It was hilarious. All right, Pip and PRA. Let's get it in there. Let's get in the Pip. Scottie Pippen, points, rebounds, assists, 19.5. Yeah, I like that. Bane on a back-to-back. Like, is he going to get full go? In Kling. So my only concern is, 8 I think is doubtful, right? Let's see what Klingon numbers are. 15.5. He doesn't have to do much. The only thing, right? If we go look at the most recent Blazers games, when did they last play? Did they last play on Sunday too? Yeah. All right. Hold on. Let me go to Sunday. I know you guys can't see this, but I just want to see the minutes thing. I know he's been starting, but I think Time Lord out-minuted him quite a bit. Let's see. Klingon played 22 minutes, had 6 and 8 in that time. All right, no, let's do it. 22 is enough. 22 is enough for me. Let's get it. Let's get it in there. 15.5. There we go. What are we at right now for 11.5 XX? We got to find one more. You like Bane 4.5 boards, huh? All right, the only thing I don't want to Snoop. I like this call. The only thing that makes me nervous is like the correlation of Pippen and Bane. You know what I'm saying? Yes, thank you. Will, hello and welcome. All right, I did get the name of it. Thank you. Yeah, Will, Lou, and Alex Wong and Jerome. Shout out Jerome. Pistons getting 2 nights off for the first time this season. Wow. Wait, are they playing tonight? No, they're not playing tonight. All right, the Bane thing is interesting. I'm going to hold off on it, though. If we can't find another one, I like the Bane call, but not with Pippen, if that makes sense. Giannis 49.5. I mean, this game is going to be freaking flying around. The other thing we could do is hit up one of these guards. Zach LaVine, 21.5 points, Kobe White, 20.5, or Giddey, 24.5 PRA. What if we take Giddey assists? What if we take Giddey assists, man? I just think the Milwaukee sucks defensively, man. I don't know. I think we take one of these Chicago guards. I like Giddey assists or LaVine points. Like LaVine's been weirdly, well, Kobe White too. I mean, like let's Kobe White's 25 points, 8 points, 29 points. What about LaVine here? He's at 25, 50. I think we go Kobe White points, 20.5. Honestly, you know what we could do? So if we put this in there, that makes it 23x. What if we do? No, 25's too much. 25's too much. We don't need to get that freaky. Let's do Kobe White. Ooh, Benedict Mathurin. Evergreen Vibes plays Vooch versus Bucks. That's true. That's true. Wait, Mathurin, I do like Benedict Mathurin tonight. Mathurin's been fucking awesome. He's been awesome. I know I'm just checking box scores, but like look at these last couple of games. 28-5, 21-12. They're playing Houston tonight. Although, God. Vooch, yeah. You guys want to do a flex? Why don't we do a big flex one? We normally don't do this. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. 5.5. Let's do 5.5 boards, and then let's do wait, what was the other one that somebody said? Vooch. So we have what's Vooch? How many threes does Vooch need to hit to get us there? No Vooch plays? Is Vooch questionable? What's going on? Wow, rude. No Vooch. No Vooch. All right, we need to get a couple more here. Let's do all right, Cleveland versus New Orleans. Let's do Allen rebounds. Here's the take. Ready? Here's the take on Allen boards here. Evan Mobley played 38 minutes last night. Allen played 28. Back-to-back against New Orleans. Maybe Mobley plays a little bit less. New Orleans can't rebound for shit. Let's do it. Let's do it. The only thing that I like, worst case is he gets ruled out. All right, so that's, what are we at now? Is that 7 plays? All right, so we need one more. I think one more is the max. All right, that Indiana game, we already did that. How about what's Fred VanVleet's numbers? Jalen Green questionable tonight. I kind of like Fred VanVleet. We got Portland at OKC. Man, I would love to. Oh, no, we already did some Portland stuff. Is that the last game? No. Do we have another game? Let's find something on the Sixers side of things here. Oh, no, we're not going to have Sixers line. I didn't mention this. Maxi's questionable. Maxi's questionable tonight. New York versus Phoenix. How about some cat numbers? 25.5 points. 40.5 PRA. What's his rebounds? Some of our picks have refreshed. Come on. Oh, boo. Wait, let's boost this up. Can we get, fuck it. Let's see. He's going to get 12 boards. Let's get that up. Let's do some Nurk interior defense stuff. I mean, Nurk has been so bad, though. Nurk has been so bad. Yeah, we're not touching Nurk. We're not touching Nurk. Let's do Cat. 11.5 boards for Cat. Let's do it. Let's do vibes. Is it not going to... All right, this is 86x. 86x for a flex play. Jordan, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. Yeah, I mentioned that a little bit earlier. All right, this is going to be the play. I'm realizing now it's probably going to tell me your VPN or something. I'm not going to be able to put it in. This is 10 to win 860. Let's see if it's going to allow me to do it. God! All right, hold on. Now I got to enter it manually. I should have been doing this the whole time. This is fun. Guys, I want you to know we are just wasting $10 right now. That's what's happening. All right, so we'll do it together here one more time. Chris Dunn over 3.5 assists. We've got OG over, what was it, 1.5 assists. We have Klingons over his PRA, points, rebounds, and assists, which is at 15.5. We've got Scottie Pippins, which I believe is 16.5, right? No, 19.5, excuse me. That over on the PRA for that one. We had Allen rebounds that we boosted to 11.5 because Underdog was being rude about it. That's 11.5. What else did I miss there? Oh, and then the Cat 11.5 and Mathurin. Oh yeah. Kobe White 20.5. Let's see. Kobe White 20.5. Mathurin points. Mathurin rebounds, which is what we said was 6.5 or 5.5. Excuse me. And then what was the last? Was that it? No, that's 40. Oh, cat 11.5. All right, there we go. That's fun, guys. That's just a fun way. 86x, man. 86x. Oh, you like the Curry rebounds? I don't think we could do another one. I think we're maxed out now, right? Yeah, we're maxed out. We can't. Oh, wait, shit. What did I just do? No. What did it take off here? Sorry. What did it take off? Chris done. Oh, OG. Oh, no. That was just me that did that. Whoops. That was just me on the computer. All right. Well, that's what we're leaving it here. I like the Curry rebounds one, though. 10 to win 860. All right. Here we go. 10 to win 860. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. I'll share this in the Discord and I'll pin it into the chat afterwards, but that's fun. That's fun, guys. That's fun. All right. The last thing we're going to do here, is just quickly go. Oh, I forgot to change the branding, you fool. We're going to go over to So Rare just so I can show you what we did last night. So we did pretty good in the daily contest last night. If we go look at daily hoops, over here, you can see we finished 50th here, which was fun. We had a pretty bad performance from Keita. Jackson Jr., the 7 turnovers killed him, but we got 65 from AD, 47 from Keldon Johnson, 62 from Jamal Murray. So we won $10 and a little, we got a box too. We got a rare box, 3-star box. We're going to open this right now. We're going to open it now. Let's see. Oh, 1 rare essence capsule. There we go. We got 1 more added to the list, baby. And then the last thing I'll just say, so this is my rare champion sweat right now. We're top 20%. We got Giannis, who only got us 40 last time. So hopefully he boosts up. We got 47 from Fox, 20 from McLaughlin. We got 1 more Cade game, 1 more Fred game. So hopefully they pop off a little bit. But that's what we got, baby. That's what we got. Dyson Daniels 3.5 stocks is fun too. All right, dudes, we got to call it there. Because I got a jet. We'll be back later this afternoon. I think probably around 4, maybe 3:30, depending on when I get back. And we'll be doing the Elite Fantasy Hoops VIP members only stream while we figure out the ranks for tonight. And then we'll also be live with the 89 Cavs on this channel at 6 p.m. So get excited for that. And then, of course, Friday, our normal slate of shows. But that's going to do it. Busy day, bitches. Busy day. Have a good one. We're out of here.